Alright, so this is Nonscripted, and let me say before I say anything else, I am not an activist. I am not one of these entertainers. I'm not one of these people that's out here trying to get likes or follows or none of that shit. I don't have a large platform like that, but I've been damn near begging people to cover this shit for a minute now, and I'm talking about what's going on with my brother Mercutio. So I've been sitting here saying over and over again for a while now, we have plenty of people that is, you know, saying that they're about that life and all that other stuff like that, but he's actually put in work. He's one of the first people to tell me about you know, Black Lives Matter before it became corporatized, and he's the first one to sit there and tell me that they are doing some other bullshit, and he sat there and he showed me that they was doing other bullshit. So this, when I say Black Lives Matter activists, that's pre the bullshit. You know what I'm saying? Ahead of that. So he's been on this path for a minute now. You got to remember that they've also like murdered and got rid of a lot of the people who is the original people who were part of the Black Lives Matter before it turned into the corporate vote blue no matter who shit. Okay, so ahead of that, he's the brother who actually got grabbed up and they jumped on him, and he had to fight those people, talk about some all lives matter, as they jumped on him at the first Trump rally. Okay, so that's what you know from. How I found this brother is that there was a Alabaster brother who was pointing out the contradictions in the bullshit of open carry, which the brother was already doing open carry, so he took some of his videos and he showed that him as a non-melanated person walking around as open carry was not getting the same flack as Mercutio was getting, and he sat there and used his videos to show him. That's how I found Mercutio in the first place. Now I've since got to meet this brother and know that this is my brother right here. Like, you know, say I literally have found out that it's more to it than just a little bit of sitting here talking here and making a demonstration there. Is actually living this. He's had his children almost kidnapped. All right. Currently, right now, somebody who was, you know, helping him out in a situation where he was, you know, there's a lot of family stuff going on. As you know, when you are doing the actual work, sometimes your own people will turn against you, and that is a reality. And I'm gonna put it out there, whether he approves it or not. The reason why he was dealing with certain legal issues is because one of his people who was supposed to be his advocate dropped the ball, and as a result of that person dropping the ball, when he went to them and he asked them, hey, can you handle this? They gave their word that they was going to do it. Then they didn't do it, and they ended up in like a police chase. You know what I'm saying? And they gave him back everything. He you know what I'm saying? They crashed his car, and they gave him back everything. And his own family was telling me bullshit about like arguing with somebody, and that's what that was about. And it had nothing to do with it. It had to do with them, the lawyer not doing the fucking paperwork that he was supposed to do. And I don't give a fuck. I'll say his name and all that, because like I said, I'm not an activist. I'm none of that shit. I'm one of those for real, telling you what it is. I waited a while in order to get his permission to speak on this, because you know, sometimes people, like, you know, you have to have consent to talk about people's situations. And right now, currently, they trying to road him on some bullshit about, listen, how many of y'all know about Walmart? What's the first thing when you, even before you even go into Walmart, you see nothing but cameras everywhere. Everybody knows this. That's why the charges that they're trying to charge you with is fucking ridiculous, because it's a very easily provable thing that he could not have done the bullshit charges that they're trying to bring him up on. Yet they're still doing it. I told him it's a gift. I'm like, listen, watch when this shit pans out. They're going to have to settle with you, because you know there's some bullshit. There's cameras everywhere. You can prove that you had nothing to do with and was nowhere near around when that bullshit popped off. You can prove it. And I'm literally sit here like, not now. I'm gonna speak on something that's the current situation. They grabbed up the girl that was with him, that they claim was with him. But like, I think what it is that they saw that she was helping him out, and this is a move, a play, in order to silence him and get him fucking neutralized and moved. I'm speaking on this because I don't want something to happen, and then they can spin the fucking narrative and make it seem like it's something else when it's really not. I think I'm using the wrong platform. Actually, I need to fucking do this on StreamYard, and so I can record it and then put it out. But real deal, I'll do it again. I'll do it again, because right now, what's happening is that they're cutting off our communication with our people, because they know that if we give our own narrative, it will expose their bullshit. He was working on a case where, you know, Alabama police murdered a young black man, a teenager, and then claimed that he had a gun, and he never had a gun, and then they just cleared themselves of those fucking charges. So it's like he's been speaking on these things, and that is the fucking problem. That's really the problem. It's not that he's done anything wrong. It's the fact that he's pointing out their wrongs, and that is what the fucking reason why they're doing. Because people are gonna ask, well, why would they do that? Why would they make that up? Why would they lie? When have they not lied and made shit up? People who aren't activists, okay? People who have nothing to do with any activists, and they get railroaded daily. We can see a whole bunch of wrongful convictions over and over again, and see who they're wrongfully convicting, and see what's going on right now. This shit's systematic. So imagine if you're speaking out against those type of people who are doing this type of bullshit. Now you're really on. They got a target on your fucking back. All right. So I want you to understand that. I want you to completely understand this shit. And right now, it's not a fucking game. It's not a game. So what they're doing is they create this false narrative. They sit there, they're saying that they did this bullshit. Now, mind you, they done this bullshit. Hold on, I'm gonna tag him right now, like live while I'm here. If he wants to speak, he can speak. But like, I probably can't even bring him up on this live right now. I can't bring him up on this live right now. I don't think I can. Anyway, I would love to, if I could get him to do this. Look, hit him up right now. You know, because this is not a game. Like I said, this is not something to play around with. This is not something to play around with. We're talking about somebody's life right now. This is happening live right now. This is not something that has happened in the past. Well, it's happening in the past, but not too far past, like it was years ago. We're talking about this year. A lot of bullshit has already popped off. So when I'm telling you that this is nowhere near a game, it's nowhere near a fucking game. I'm trying to see if he could actually like get on here and speak, so we can record this shit and he could sit there and say whatever he needs to say. Because I just got off the phone and I asked him permission. Yo, bro, like I've been like I said, I damn near begged some of these people that got fucking platforms and thousands of people show up for their shit to speak with not just thousands, hundreds, so we can highlight and get some fucking light on this, because they can't do this shit in the fucking dark. They can't do this shit in the dark and expect us to just like think that we're gonna, you know, just acquiesce and lay down and it's okay and it's fine, it's good. And no, it's not fine, it's not good, it's not okay. Okay? I mean, because right now, I'm telling you, what we're dealing with right now, this isn't something that you're gonna look at later and be like, oh man, well, you know, that's just how it goes. Like, nah, bro, you have to do something now. Now, as in right now. Now, as in right now. Like, we're not sitting here. We're not asking. We're trying to let you know that this shit is a present thing, not something that happened in the past. It's something that's going on at this present moment. I'm trying, like I said, I'm trying to get him to come in, and they've disallowed us to be able to even go live in our own platforms. You get what I'm saying? They're disallowing us to go live on our own platforms. So it's like, and some of us have actually had like, I got that little stamp to sit there and say that I'm a content creator or what have you, and it's like, yo, understand this, and I'm gonna keep sitting there telling you this shit. We're not playing this game right now. We're not playing this game. It's not a fucking game. We're not gonna allow y'all to keep fucking lying. And lying and lying and lying. Like, come on now. Like, this, we're not gonna keeping it quiet. Like, hey yo, you just know how it goes in this playing this victim shit. We're not playing fucking victim. Fuck all that bullshit. Like, yo, we have to actively throw some blows back. What the hell is you talking about? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, some people will say, well, that's doing some lawsuits. And like, yeah, how many people are sitting there winning these lawsuits and showing you over and over and over again? They do it, they don't care, they get fined, they continue to do it. The most they do is they give somebody a slap on the wrist, or they hit the city with the fine. Like, they're saying, you paying that fucking bill. Not the people who actually did the bullshit. They lose nothing except maybe their job and their standing in the community for a little while. But for the most part, if nobody says nothing, they get promotion after promotion after promotion for doing the exact bullshit that got them fired in the first place. You get what I'm saying? Like, they got into that position by doing the bullshit that they were doing. And you're acting like this is something that's like isolated. This is something that has been done over and over and over again. We know that this is a fact. And I'm not allowing it. Like I said, my bro, I'm waiting on my bro. Like, can he pop up so I can sit there and show? I want to show in real time. If he requests to add on this thing and they don't allow it, it's going to show and prove. It's going to show and prove that they're really on that bullshit. You get what I'm saying? Like, I could put the daggone article here right now that was sent to me that's a bullshit ass fucking lie. When we know, as people, like, you know what I'm saying, you somebody who actually has been to Walmart before, you know that even before you step foot inside of a Walmart, you go to their, that's why they even tell you a lot of times, like, if you're doing, if you're selling something or something like that, you go to the Walmart parking lot because they have so much surveillance there that nobody would, in their right mind, would do anything stupid or illegal on camera. Nobody in their right mind is gonna do, because they know that there's fucking surveillance every fucking where. And then you're gonna say that these people are fucking, they went and tried to fucking burn it down. Get the fuck out of here. Get all the way the fuck out of here. You know that's some bullshit, and it's easily proven. It's an easily proven thing. This is something current, not a year ago. They sit there and said, okay, well, and then they even tried to use the fact that, oh yeah, he was on the they were on a protest. They were on a protest. Okay, cool. They was on a protest. So what you're saying is they were on a protest. That means there's plenty of people who can sit here and verify that he wasn't a certain place. And I've been telling him this for a minute now. Like, yo, listen, this is between, like, I talk to my bro on a regular basis. On a fucking regular basis. Like, he trying to tell y'all, like, listen, if y'all have footage of him being at that protest and everything like that, definitely show that. I'm saying, show that you was there, you physically, and him there. All that shit is time stamped. There are cameras everywhere. This is the point where you know, electric guys everywhere, like freaking Michael Jackson said, this might actually work to our advantage. But we also find out that a lot of times they'll do shit, they'll fucking do bullshit right on camera. And then they'll sit there and tell you, yeah, well, you know, what you're seeing right now, yeah, you can't trust what you're seeing because, you know, because we said so. Because, you know, this person is this, that, and the other, and they have a history of this, that, and the other, and they want to bring up all the bullshit, and I'm not allowing that. I'm not allowing that. So I'm trying to get ahead of that. We see that our brother's a target. What are we going to do about it? He's been speaking out in the community. He's done what he's had to do. They're like even bringing up his legal situations, and every time he has a legal situation, he usually comes out showing that he either did the right thing or they did the wrong thing, or both. Like, you know, I don't want to bring up too much of the shit, but when it comes down to it, it's that most of it is tied towards protecting his family and speaking against the system for the community. Like, are we gonna sit there and say that he wasn't speaking facts, but they're trying to shut him up? And he refuses to shut the fuck up. And there's some of us that's like that. I'm refusing to shut the fuck up. I'm on a fucking list my damn self because I'm not gonna stop talking. I suspect one of the main reasons why I'm not able to go freaking live right now on my main platform, on my main freaking page, is because I've spoken on some things that they disagree with. So we really don't have a freedom of speech. You can be racist. That's fine. That's freedom of speech. But if I speak out of what racism is and what's going on and how you can't sit there and conflate what racism is and us speaking out against racism is not racism, then you get what I'm saying? It's like there's a lot of situations that's popping right now. There's a lot of situations that's popping. And I'm not going to allow them to fucking push this to the background. I'm trying to see, is he going to, what do you call it? Like, yo, don't act like you don't see me actively sit there telling situations that's happened with me. It's not about me right now, though. Back that shit up. I would rather him speak for himself. Like I said, I've been damn near begging people who have these large platforms to let him speak. And they're like, oh, what do you want me to do? Let him tell his own story. Let him tell his own story. Like, real deal. I've been trying to encourage him, like, hey, bro, get back on your podcast, handle that business, do what you gotta do, do what you gotta do what you gotta do. You know what I'm saying? I'm telling, like, if we don't speak up on what's happening, like Jordan Hurston said, if you don't talk about how they hurt you, they'll kill you and claim that you enjoyed it. I'm not trying to see that happen. Now, my bro, like I said, I've been, you know what I'm saying, been around his children, taught the little one how to do archery. He better than him. Like, the baby better at archery than he is. Like, real shit. Like, I mean, it's been recent situations where, well, further situations where he was falsely jailed for a little while. He needs to fucking sue them for that. Falsely jailed for a little while for something that they acquitted him on, or matter of fact, they didn't even acquit him. They just dropped the fucking charges because they knew he didn't do shit wrong in the first fucking place. And people raised money in his name. People raised money, and y'all people, y'all know who the fuck y'all are. If you ever donated money to actually help him out, and you donated to those certain people, and just know this, when you donated to him, it went into someone else's pocket. Them people took that fucking money and they kept it for themselves, and they didn't even give it to Mercutio. I've been telling him, I've been begging him to, like, you know, out those people, put those people out there, because that's crazy. You sit there, you're snatching food out of this, like, you know what I'm saying, out of his children's mouth, and I'm not okay with that. Nobody should be okay with that. I'm trying to get him to come through and speak on his own behalf. And it's like, he been trying to keep the peace. And I'm like, man, fuck. I answer the phone, peace. You know what I'm saying? I answer the phone, peace. He says something else, but like but the reality is he more about peace than I am, because I'm not with that shit. I'm not with that shit. If you did some fucking dirty shit to me, I'm outing you. I'm blasting you about the bullshit you was on. Like, you know what I'm saying? And a lot of times, it's gonna be exactly what it is. It's gonna be exactly what it is. Like, you know what I'm saying? You got a problem? Say it to my face. But like I said, my brother, I've seen him face to face. I've been, like, you know what I'm saying, been with him, gone to different places with him. Like, you know what I'm saying, constant communication. And I'm not gonna lie, like I said, I'm never gonna speak on somebody's situation unless they give me permission to speak on it, because that's what brotherhood is. That's what family is. Like, we are in-house situations and whatever struggles we're dealing with, unless I want you to put it out there, they don't speak on my shit to nobody else. Because, like, you know what I'm saying, that's loyalty, and you got to understand that. I've been begging him, like, yo, get on, like, and I've been asking people, like I said, I don't have the largest platform. I got all these so-called friends. I done tagged myself. I tagged him in this, and I'm waiting. Like I said, he dealing with this situation. I want to show and prove that he's being censored, because he been sitting here and showing the fact that, you know, the pigs had literally been murdering our people and getting away with it. And there's a fucking problem with that. The fact that these dudes, not only these fucking coward ass bitches is still running around here and fucking targeting our community, knowing damn well that they have fucking a background that says that they hate us. And it's like, I guarantee you, like, you keep sitting there seeing how they keep showing people's texts and stuff like that. How bold do you think they are when they are with each other? Because they got their own gang. Those gangbangers, I'm saying, who have uniforms and little trinkets on their chest, they're fucking gangbangers, and they have racist mindsets. So if you're a fucking racist and you have this fucking little trinket on your fucking chest that makes you feel like you can do more, and you have a whole gang behind you, they're emboldened to do things. So I guarantee you that they have private conversations that speak to their biases, what have you. Like, you know what I'm saying? I guarantee that they have that. I'm not trying to mash up my words and nothing like that. Don't ever get it fucking misconstrued. Y'all, listen, the FBI already done sat there and proved that they have pink inferiority complex gangs within law enforcement. And I'm here to tell you, it's not just some, it's most of them. They're tied to organizations that hate people who look like you. These like let's not act like they don't do it to their own either. Like, let's call this shit what it is. It's a power trip. Yo, get on here, bro. Get on here, bro. Send a request. Like, can I send a request so I can bring you in? Get on here. Get on here. Get on here. I need you to get on here. Speak on it, bro. Speak on everything that's going on. Cause I'm not, like, none of this shit's a game. None of this shit's a game. I can't speak for you, but I'm going to speak up for you. You understand what I'm trying to say? Like, I can't tell everybody, yo, man, no, listen, even if you groggy, man, even if you're not feeling too great right now, like, you know what I'm saying, speak on a couple of situations that you have to deal with. Because at the end of the day, we're not going to let them take you from us without having your input as to what's really fucking going on, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying, speak on what you want to speak on and don't speak on what you don't want to speak on. But I'm talking about the whole situation where, because he's on here right now, he's answering. Like, yo, they're not going to take our brother away from us without us saying so. Like, yo, he just spoke on the accident that happened. I didn't even speak on that. Some lady hit him, his wife, and his baby. And he went to the hospital. He might have been concussed. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, the thing is, like, I'm going to speak on it because I remember, because I drove all the way down there when I found out he got locked up. I drove there. You know what I'm saying? I went live about it. Like, yo, they had him in custody, and they wouldn't even tell me where he was. And it was on a bullshit. It was all because his fucking bitch ass lawyer, the one who was supposed to be his lawyer, didn't do paperwork he was supposed to do. That he gave to him and asked he trust him to do. And then the pigs tried to come at him about this fucking shit. And it was like, that's not an arrestable offense. Which is why after they chased him down, hit his car and everything like that, and then whooped his ass, took everything, broke shit in his fucking vehicle, you know what I'm saying? They gave him everything back. Then on top of that, hold on, how they dropped them charges? If they said they claimed that he had drugs on him and shit like that, his mother had recently passed at that time. You know, rising power to his mom. But he's holding on to things that's significant to him from his mother, who he loves, you know, who just left. She left us. Like, so it's like, I mean, and I never got to meet her in the physical, but like, I mean, I've seen, like, I've been on video calls and seen him working out with her, trying to get her health together. Like, you know what I'm saying? And then I'm gonna speak on this too. Like, if his family's watching, y'all who wasn't even there had all them criticisms, but he was there and he was helping her and you weren't. That's from me to y'all. He ain't gonna say it. You know what I'm saying? He still love y'all. I don't know you. But for me, it's like to see him every day trying to help and to have him criticized by people who wouldn't even lift a finger. That's for me to you. Straight up. And I apologize. You think I'm disrespecting your family. It is what it is, bro. Because, like, I mean, same way I feel about with mine here. You know what I'm saying? If I'm helping and you ain't doing shit, shut the fuck up. That's from me to my family, okay? Same way I feel. You know what I'm saying? You ain't helping, so shut up. Because you don't know what the fuck I'm dealing with. You don't know what the fuck he's dealing with. So back to my brother, because it ain't about me. I mean, and right now, they're trumping up these fucking charges against this man. Why the fuck is you sitting here doing this shit? The only reason why they try to neutralize you is if somebody is actually, like, you're being effective and you've been heard. And you're gonna make a change. The COINTELPRO is still alive and very well, kicking and screaming, and quite frankly, kicking motherfuckers' asses right now. You can't sit here and say that shit. Like, meanwhile, certain shit that people have been asking for, you know, you got people who have actually committed actual crimes out here, and they're on a certain list, and that fucking list ain't been released yet. But you got time to fuck with people about being righteous and calling shit out. You know what I'm saying? I'm not Mr. Righteous, just keeping it all the way real with you. But I'm not doing shit that's illegal and bullshit over here, like, not at all. Like, you know what I'm saying? But I know I'm going to get fucked with regardless. It doesn't matter. I'm trying to do my job. I get pulled over by pigs. You know what I'm saying? They want to ID me. That's not part of the policy, but that's what the fuck they do anyway. Like, we're going to talk about the abuses that they fucking do. And the reason why my brother is dealing with what the fuck he's dealing with right now is because they targeted him. Because one of the things that they do is that they keep sit there and they egg on interactions, and then they try to make it seem like, oh, we interacted with them and they were hostile towards us. He's hostile. He's hostile. He's hostile. But bitch, you're coming towards me hostile. And I'm supposed to just be like, oh, you know what? Hold on a second. Let me just bend over real quick. Got it lubed up for you and everything. No, you can't. No, fuck all that. Fuck all that. Like I said, for me, leave me the fuck alone. If I ain't breaking no fucking laws, which you know, because the thing is, let's call it what it is. If I actually would have broke a law, I would have been in custody. Matter of fact, they can make up whatever they want to anytime they want to. I know that for a fact from what I've had to deal with. Like, you know what I'm saying? I've been set up by people that I love and put me in situations, and the first line on my shit says, white male, 5'10", muscular build. No, fatter than I am now. That's my situation. This brother right now, since when don't Walmart have all of these fucking cameras every fucking where? Everywhere. Outside, inside, in the aisles, probably even in fucking employee break rooms. Somebody who works for Walmart, let me know, because I've never worked for them, but like, let me know. They got him at the damn registers. So if he was even there, it'd be concrete proof to prove it. Yo, bro, like, you got to get on here, man. What's going on? Yo, you got to get on here, man. I mean this shit. I'm doing it live. I'm sitting there saying, like, yo, you got to speak up. Like, let's go, man. Like, yo, I can't tell his story better than he could tell his own. At one point in time, people tried to come and kidnap his child. Police didn't even help out with that. Like, so, explain to me now. Explain to me now how that works. When there's an issue dealing with him, and he sit there, he needs their help, they ain't helping. But they come fuck up his life, though. About bullshit. And like I said, and partially, we suspect that, like, the lawyer that was supposed to be helping him was part of the bullshit. I'm not, listen, if you weren't part of the bullshit, apologize like a motherfucking man, fix the shit, and get that shit up off his back, because we all know that you were trusted to do some fucking paperwork, and I'm addressing you directly, and you know who the fuck I'm talking to. And I hope this gets into your fucking hands so you can sit there and see. I'm the one who talked to you on the phone when he was locked up, and I came. It's me. You know what I'm saying? Face to the name. I talked to you on the phone. All you had to do was put in the paperwork like you said you was going to do. That's all you had to do. They fucked up his car. They took his items. They broke up, like, they broke up his shit. They cut wires and stole stuff out of his fucking car. All due to some fucking paperwork that you didn't fill out. You didn't help him with. Like, cause he sat there and told you, I need help with this. You said, I got you. You bitch, you didn't do shit that you were supposed to do. That you was on retainer for. That's enough addressing him. But real shit, and the pigs, like, come on now, like, it wasn't that serious. You know what I'm saying? If it's paperwork, that's all you had to say was, hey, you didn't have to pull his fucking door, pull guns out, none of that shit. Because I failed to say that he didn't even know it was the police at first. They were unmarked. And someone, just imagine, someone comes and pulls up to you, tries to open up your door, you think you're being carjacked, you gonna just sit there? Well, they're lucky that he didn't just fucking blow their heads off. Because he could have. Because he had no idea who the hell they were or what was going on. He just thought, get the fuck away from the situation. Because I talked to him about it, and it is what it is. Like, you know what I'm saying, in our private conversations, he said, like, yo, I didn't know it was the police. And then, like, he was making phone calls as he was driving because he's like, yo, what the fuck's going on? Why are they even coming at me? Because he thought that the issue was resolved. He trusted someone to resolve a fucking issue. He gave it to them and said, hey, and they said, I got you. Just imagine if somebody sat there and told you, like, something as simple as, hey, yo, there's a spill over here. Can you mop that up? And they're like, I got you. 5 minutes later, someone slips and falls and busts their ass. Like, hey, yo, did you fucking mop up over there? I told you to fix the spill. You said I got you. Like, oh, well, I never really said that. Yo, it's just like that. It is just like that. So that looks like he's not gonna get on here. But real deal, like I said, I want the world to know, straight up and down, this is a railroad job happening right now. They've already grabbed the young girl. They grabbed her up, and he thought she was just missing, and now it's confirmed that they grabbed her up. And it's like, very simply, you can solve this by literally just looking at those tapes. Just look at the tapes. That's going to show you everything you need to know. Can't be in two places at one time. Cameras don't lie. I mean, because that's the main reason why he was able to get out, because he sat there and said, hey, his vehicle wasn't there. None of his associates' vehicles was there. He had nothing to do with that shit. And now they trying to railroad this man on this. And I'm not with it. Gonna speak on this shit. And like I said, lawsuit coming soon. They gonna lose it. Because when you can prove something, there's no way. Like, listen, why the hell would I make some shit up? Like, when my brother tells me that he ain't had nothing to do with it, he ain't had nothing to do with it. I doubt if you're gonna lie to me. You know what I'm saying? He ain't gonna lie to me. He gonna tell me the straight but down truth. He's spoken about things that's deeply personal, and you cannot, you know what I'm saying? You're not gonna tell me that. He could tell me the truth about that type of shit. You know what I'm saying? And not tell me to keep it hush, or, yo, we don't talk about that, because, like, you know what I'm saying? Because you know when somebody's on bullshit and they like, but between me and you though, like, let's not even, like, it ain't even like that. He's like, man, there's some bullshit. It's some fucking bullshit. Because when you don't even know what the fuck, like, you know what I'm saying? I can relate. When my situation happened, like, the fuck are these people even talking about? I got a phone call talking about police won't talk to me. I'm like, for what? Yo, the first time I got fucking railroaded on some bullshit, when they busted down my fucking door, I figured it was because I still know people that was into bullshit. I'm talking about my situation. I'm like, well, damn, I was just talking to somebody that's on bullshit. And it's like, I'm not dealing with that bullshit no more, so maybe they think I'm still into it, just due to my association. And come to find, I'm thinking it's local. Then when they sat there and said the places where shit happened, I'm like, it's drawing a blank to me, because I never heard of the fucking place. Like, what the fuck are you talking about? Then when they was like Cape Cod, I'm like, I don't fuck with the Cape. So there you go. You got me fucked up, because I ain't do shit that got to do with no fucking Cape Cod. And plus, like I said, I didn't know when it happened. I didn't know what happened. All I know is I've never been there. I've never been there, so I can't tell you shit about what happened someplace I've never been. And then when I found out the date, I'm like, oh, I definitely couldn't have been there, because I know exactly where I was. And it's a similar situation right now with this brother. Like, you know what I'm saying? And it don't matter, though. I'm going to tell you just like this. It don't fucking matter. They could take years away from your fucking life for a false accusation. It don't fucking matter. Ask the brothers who have done decades in prison for things that they did not do. It's mainly black men who have been put through this system on false charges. Okay, let's speak on Mumia. Mumia right now, it's been a proven fact that, you know, friendly fire killed the officer he's accused of killing. We know that your other officer did that. Why is he still in prison? Why is he still in prison right now? He's a political prisoner. Why? Why did they make him a political prisoner? He spoke on what was happening with Move. They bombed Move. They literally got in the fucking plane and bombed, boom, Move within my lifetime. Okay? He was speaking on that. Due to him speaking out on injustices that the pigs was doing, they murdered their babies. They fucking put water hoses on them. They shot them. They still haven't repaired the homes that were damaged. To this day, that happened in the 80s, within my lifetime. To this day, that neighborhood has still not been fully repaired. Shout out to all the Africans. Shout out to all the move, on the move. Respect, like, you know what I'm saying? Free all political prisoners. Free the land. You know what time it is. You speak like this, how I'm talking right now, any of the stuff that I've just said, any of those slogans, you automatically put on a fucking list for elimination, because you want your people to be free. Not talking about breaking the laws. I'm not talking about hurting nobody. I'm not talking about taking nothing from nobody else. We just don't want what's ours. Leave us the fuck alone. We don't want no parts with y'all. Y'all have been proven to be nothing but inequitable. Y'all don't even do each other right. How do we expect y'all to give us any type of justice? We reject your whole fucking system. Your system is bullshit. Because like I said, over and over again, I'm from Massachusetts. Massachusetts is #2 in the entire country. The only one that beats us is Illinois for wrongful convictions. And the majority of those wrongful convictions that are being found, they're finding, hey, you know, all these people that were locked up, turns out the police were racist. Turns out the lawyers were racist. Turns out the judges were racist. We can't honor any of the things that happen. You think anything has changed? I guarantee you some of these daggone detectives are still employed. Some of them lawyers are still there. Some of those jurists are still there. The sentiments that the pigs still have is still there. The FBI did a study and told you, hey, these people that hold these biases are gangs and they exist within law enforcement. And let's not even talk about like individual biases. Like get on Fakebook right now and go to a post about anything that's legally that's happening for a young brother. You know what I'm saying? Case in point, a brother defended himself. They keep sitting there saying, why did he bring a knife to school? Wasn't even a knife, bitch. Wasn't even a knife. But you keep saying, why did he bring a knife to school? It was raining outside. Why was he under the tent? It was raining outside. There's a culture of, you know, track stars speaking to each other like, you know, they kick it. It's not like football. These are football players too, but like it's a different culture within. Like he was talking to his friends and it's raining out and they're trying to bully him out. And you get oh, he's a thug. He's from an affluent family. You know what I'm saying? Talking shit about his father. The one who got killed, his father is the one with the, you know, sexual shit on his record. His father never did nothing. Don't got no record. Like I said, affluent family, but you calling him a thug and ghetto and all this other shit like that. And the truth is, the person who he stood up against, it wasn't just one person. I mean, I come from a family full of twins everywhere. You know what I'm saying? I've gotten off the subject, but I'm talking about the comments that you see. Twins don't generally fight by themselves. If you get into it with one, they're both getting in with you. Then on top of that, it wasn't just the twins. All these victim, the witness statements are sitting there saying, we, us. We went over there. We didn't think, we. It's telling you that it wasn't just one person. He was getting ganged up on. It wasn't a knife. It was raining outside. Dude was trying to bully him. But you see all these racist comments about, and it's always some homoerotic fantasies happening in those situations where they sit there talk about him going to jail and, you know, a lot of homosexual stuff happening to him that's unwanted. These are regular people who are not in law enforcement, so that tells you that we have just, it's based on the race of the people who it happened to. And I keep saying over and over again, me personally, if it would have been the other way around, if it would have been black kids messing with a little white kid that was smaller than them, I would have been like, you shouldn't have been fucked with that kid. It's the other way around, and they don't see it that way. They like N-words. Y'all are all just promoting, y'all are just going for him because y'all are on the same team. Trust me, not everybody thinks that way, because you got some coons in there talking that dumb shit. You know what I'm saying? Why didn't he just fight? Well, shit. I mean, he didn't know what was going to happen. He's surrounded by kids that's bigger than him, and they're pressing him, and they're telling him to go out in the fucking rain, and they're touching his property. They're trying to steal from him. So literally, they would have been charged for a crime. No, they wouldn't have, because they're pink. So, you know, they don't do that. But like, they don't see their own biases, and they go so hard. As soon as they see your skin, they got a problem with you. They put all these projections on you. Me, I am a thug. Fuck out of here. Like, real shit. You're not pushing no shit on me. I'm fucking your shit up. Me personally. You know what I'm saying? Please try me. See what the fuck happens. That's my attitude. That's a kid, a good kid, from an affluent family who is not into no street shit. Matter of fact, he was a hero. He saves people's lives, but they're calling him all out of his name. Meanwhile, they bring up the situation that happened with the little pink kid that stabbed up the Hispanic kid, and they're like, no. Situation happened. This shit wasn't just a regular fight. He sat there, stabbed this kid multiple times, and got a slap on the wrist. Got into a fight with his family while he was out on bond and everything. Still, slap on the wrist. He murdered that kid. He was stating to people how he was going to kill that kid. Like, real shit. Like, that's not premeditated. But like I said, because that kid was pink, his victim, who was stabbed multiple times, he stabbed him in his behind, like literally his gluteus maximus, his butt. All right, stabbed him in his butt, and he still got slapped with no uproar. No, yeah, they're not calling him a thug. He's not violent. He's not ghetto. All this shit that they said, like, the biases exist. And this is why I'm a separatist. I'm sitting here talking about me a lot. I wanted my bro to speak for himself. I'm speaking about, like, the things that are maintained within certain communities, the biases, the ignorance, and I'm gonna say something that I always say, and I'm gonna maintain this forever. Not all ignorant people are racist, but all racists are ignorant. Case in point, why they're sitting there trying to sit here and place blame on somebody who literally can prove their innocence, which you don't really have to prove your innocence, but here in this case, by showing, look at where this shit happened. Motherfucker, cameras everywhere. Easily proved that he couldn't have done this shit. Yet they're still trying to come down on him. And I'm not trying to see this happening, not on my watch. But yeah, real deal. Fuck the entire system. That's my sentiment. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying it for nobody else. I don't see why y'all can't rectify this shit, drop these charges, give him his settlement, because like I said, y'all gave him a concussion while bringing him into custody. He had no idea what the fuck he was talking about. And they have, like I said, now that they're ramping it up, and then grab the girl again, yeah, they're setting up some bullshit right now. Hear me clearly. They're setting up some bullshit right fucking now. We're not going for it. We're not hearing it. You know what I'm saying? Touch one of our, like, yo, listen. Elder James Small's birthday just came up. Go by one of his quotes he said about touching one of our children. That's how a lot of us feel. And that's what I'm really on. I'm going to get off of this. I make no threats. I make no, like, no saying. I will say this, though. Anybody think that they tough enough and they got a problem with what I'm saying, say it to my face, or organize meeting me at a gym or something like that, and let's talk about it one-on-one, like real deal. Because at the end of the day, you will not find any counterpoints to what I've said that are relevant. You can't, unless you're lying. Let's call shit what it is. They're trying to railroad this brother right now, and I'm not hearing it. I'm not hearing it. We have way too many brothers right now, and sisters, who have had to deal with this freaking system, trying to play this fucking game of, they did something, now they want to blame you for why they did what they did to you. You understand? Like, so I'm not here for it. I want him to speak for himself. I attempted to. Like, yo, but I'm so serious. I'm ending this right now. And I'm just saying this straight but down. Yo, you keep your fucking hands off my bro, man. That's all I'm gonna say.